Welcome to Wicked Housewives on Cape Cod, Living the Dream, a show that celebrates ordinary people who do extraordinary things. Hear what motivated them to attain their goals, see which circumstances molded their character and turned them into everyday heroes. Learn more about this show and the hosts for Wicked Housewives on Cape Cod TV and radio on Facebook. Now here are your hosts, the Wicked Housewives on Cape Cod, Kathleen O'Keefe Canavas and Lori Boyle.
Welcome to Wicked Housewives on Cape Cod. We are doing Wicked Water, and this is about how to prepare another Wicked Water recipe. So we were talking about the benefits of water in our last Wicked Water show, and what we want to talk about now is the amount of water you should be drinking, because you made your water in the last show, and now we're going to talk about how much of that water you should be drinking. The magic number is 8. 8 glasses of water a day. Each glass needs to be 8 ounces, so that equals 64 ounces per day, and that is a whole gallon of
That's
water.
right. That's a lot of water.
How many people
A whole
drink
gallon?
that? I know, Lori. I don't, and now I know I should.
Well, I try, but I like to split it up into those half-liter bottles. So if you do that, that's almost 3 liters. So 6 of those bottles every day. But that does help me because I can do 2 in the morning, I can do 2 at lunch, and then do the rest of them, throughout the day. Mm-hmm. But don't do it too close to the time you have to go to bed because you'll be up all night going to the bathroom.
That's true.
Yeah.
That old rule of don't drink anything after 6. But you know what? I keep one of these little liters of water next to my bed because sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm thirsty. Mm-hmm. And I will drink some water. I won't drink the whole thing, but I will drink some water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 8 glasses every day, that is a lot of water. So we're going to try and make it a little more palatable. So we're going to do another infused water recipe, and each one is just a little bit different, and we have ice cubes to go with it, our designer ice cubes.
Our designer ice cubes. Water. We were just told that there is a restaurant in New York where they have all these really funky ice cubes. They're known for their ice cubes. So, hey, we're right in sync, and we didn't even know it.
They're stealing our idea.
Yeah. Hello. This is Wicked Housewives, not Wicked New York.
Right. So again, we have the little infuser, and the way this goes is this is the bottom where you put the fruit, and then you put this on top. It has all these little holes in the bottom, and then you fill it with the water. You can put it in the fridge. So there's 2 ways to do it. You can put your fruit whole, and you can put it in the fridge for 24 hours, or you can muddle it a little bit and have it in a couple hours, or even less, probably, depending on how strong the flavor is.
So
how much you use.
Once you do this, Laura, you don't have to shake it or anything. You just put it in the fridge like this. Like, you don't have to put this in here and then cover the top and shake it.
No, you don't need to do that.
Yeah.
I've found it looks like it might not work, but it does. I tried it out.
Okay.
So we'll start with the strawberries.
Okay.
And if you want to cut a few up, and I'll just cut up one, and we'll just
so
muddle
is there
that.
any specific way we want to cut them?
No, I just, take the top off, and
Take
I'll
the
just
top off. The tops are kind of cute, You might want to put that into an ice cube because they are pretty.
Yeah, that's true. So
we're going to muddle these, is that it?
I'm just going to muddle a little bit of the strawberry, and then I'll muddle a tiny bit of the peach, and with the rosemary. So that's the recipe. Really, is peach, strawberry, and a little bit of rosemary, and those flavors go really well together.
Okay, good.
So again,
and so these are going to go into here? Is that it?
No, in here.
Oh, in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to go in here first.
I'm the sous
to make
chef
the water.
today.
So again,
right.
I'll take the mortar and pestle, move this out of the way so you guys can see, and then I just have a few strawberries in there, over there, and just mash them up a little bit with this thing. I like this thing. I never had one before.
I've got one in my kitchen. I use it a lot.
Oh, do you?
When I'm cooking and it says to mix dry ingredients, I'll put them in there, mix them all up in there, and then just pour them into my recipe.
And then we have the rosemary.
I love rosemary.
Yeah, this is so easy to grow.
It is, and it
can have it right
lasts
outside
all
your door.
winter. On Cape Cod, it lasts all winter.
It really does.
And
So
it smells wonderful.
yeah. So I'm going to take a little bit of this and put it in with the strawberries, just a little bit. And then if you want to do that peach,
Oh,
Kat, you want to cut that up
so
a little.
Wonderful. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, when I do my peaches, I like to just kind of go around where the pit is, and then if you take the peach and just kind of squeeze it a little bit, it's not working. Of course not. We're on TV. You should have seen us with the corn. All right. So what I'm going to do is cut it this way again, and cut it like this, and then just go down through there. Alrighty.
That works.
That works. With stubborn peaches that just won't behave themselves on a show.
So, and when we say muddle, we just mean mash it up. That's a fancy
Have
word.
fun.
Fancy
Just
word for
squash
mashing it up.
down. Give it to your children. They'll show you how to do it.
So, once you get it all mashed up, you don't have to mash the whole thing, just a little bit. Then I'll just put it right into the bottom of the infuser.
Oh, it smells wonderful already.
It smells
You can
good,
smell
doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it really releases that aroma of the raspberry. I mean, raspberry, the rosemary. It releases the aroma of the rosemary. And then we can put a few sprigs. We can put that in there too, the peach.
Okay. Just kind of mix it. And I left the skin on the peach too, because you've got a lot of nutrients in the skin. So make sure you get organic peaches and put the skins in there.
And a couple of sprigs
Okay.
of the rosemary. And
How
that's
pretty.
it.
This
That's
is
it. That's
just so pretty. Look at that. I mean, it just looks like a little fruit bowl that you're going to serve for dessert.
Then, as I said, this goes on the top. And you got to get it screwed on correctly. That works. And then we'll just fill it with water.
Okay.
Right there.
All right, so I'm going to take the top off the water. And Lori and I put our hair up today just for you, to show you how we're keeping our hair out of the food.
Right, and your dad, you were telling me that
my
your
dad.
father had a pet peeve about hair up around the food, right?
Oh, yes. When my mom and I would cook in the kitchen, he'd go berserk if our hair was down. But then, you know, he was Special Forces, and when they're home, you know, they expect us to salute. They're really surprised when we don't. It's like, no, Dad, I'm not in your army.
Okay, so we're going to put this in the refrigerator.
Looks great.
And we're going to make some more fancy ice cubes to go with our fancy water.
Okay.
So what we'll do is, again, we'll just take some of the rosemary and put a couple of those little leaves in each
This would be
ice
great.
cube.
You know, this would be great for Christmas. Green and red.
Yeah.
For your
yeah.
ice cubes. Oh.
And then again, we're going to cut up the strawberry and just put just little pieces. Doesn't have to be much, but it makes a nice presentation in your drink. And you could, you know, make this, use your imagination and make all kinds of these.
And again, this is something your children can do to help. This could be, you know, rainy day. Hey, let's make
Let's make ice cubes.
really cool ice cubes for tonight. Let's make sure that we match them to the flowers. And, you know, it's
Yeah, you can get very
endless.
coordinated.
Yeah. And they love doing stuff like this.
And so we'll just put these in.
Okay. I'm going to cut this one in half a little
Okay.
bit. So we've got green and red and so colorful.
Now, the reason I put the strawberries in the ice cube is it's just easier to cut up. You know, you don't have to cut a piece of the peach to use it in there. So I was just trying to be, what am I trying to say? Economical?
There we go. Economical. We always want to do that. Okay. So
Need
we
more?
have-
Are
No,
we done?
we're done.
Oh, great.
Got
Okay.
them all. They're cut up in here. As you can see, the red's showing up more than the green, but the green is in there, so it's going to be very pretty, very colorful. So you can imagine if you had red roses on your table, and then you have ice cubes that match it. I mean, it's like, ha, she thought of everything.
So we want to fill them with water.
Okay. And again, you can have your children do this part and the fruit floats to the top, and you can actually do the tricks that Lori was doing.
Show you my water trick.
Yeah.
Trick number 2.
You know, one of those Cape Cod rainy days that lasts for a week.
Okay, so we'll put that in the freezer.
Okay.
And we'll be right back with a trick and the finished product. We have the coffee cup. It doesn't have anything in it. It's just all by itself, Cape Cod with the whale. And I'm going to put a penny in the coffee cup. There we go. Now, you can see the penny right now, right? If you pull the camera away just until you cannot see the penny anymore, there we go. Okay, right there, just until you can't see it. And now I'm going to fill it with water, and you should be able to see the penny again. You see the penny?
Oh, that is.
The penny appears. Pretty cool. Okay, so now we have our water, it's all been infused, and we have our ice cubes.
Oh, and they're beautiful.
They've come out really well. And
they smell good too. You can smell it. Smell it.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they smell good.
Oh, they smell so
Wonderful.
good and they're beautiful.
And the other thing that does is it doesn't dilute your drink. You know, usually when you have ice, it tends to dilute your drink as it melts. But this won't do that because it'll just add more flavor as it melts. So that's good.
And that would be great for Christmas. I
Yeah,
gotta tell you
that's
that.
great.
It's very Christmassy looking.
So we'll just get some of these out.
And you could also use a single cranberry if you wanted to.
Oh,
in there
yeah,
at
cranberry.
Christmas, and you know, you can use your imagination and do so many things.
That looks
Okay.
good. Okay, and here's our infused water, already done. Take the top off. There we go.
You can see some of the fruit actually floating around in there.
Yeah, it looks pretty. Cheers, Kat.
Cheers.
Tastes great.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is really good. Well, we hope we're making it easier for you to drink your water. That gallon is a lot, and that's over and above coffee, tea, wine, beer, martinis.
Yes, and they say for every cup of coffee you drink, you're supposed to drink 2 cups of water because coffee is a natural diuretic.
That's true.
So, yeah, enjoy your coffee and then have some water, infused water. So thank you so much for watching Wicked Housewives on Cape Cod. Join Lori and I on Mondays when we do another video Skype show on New Earth International. And if you go to our Facebook pages, the Cat Cannabis Show, I have the link at the top of the page. You can just click on it and it'll take you there and you can watch us live. And Lori, what's your Facebook page again for your show?
It's Lori Boyle Show, and the links are there, and you can watch the shows, and there's some great interviews with some really interesting people. And also, you can see us at capemedia.org, where we're on demand through the website if you don't catch the TV show. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you for joining Lori Boyle and Kathleen Cat O'Keefe Cannabis on Wicked Housewives on Cape Cod. Don't forget to like us on Facebook for our show updates, and join us next time when we showcase more everyday heroes.